we're good. Alright, what's up YouTube? M40 here with M and Dan. We're going to be giving you guys a commentary for the top 8 of the organization / Zodiac Duelist tournament. Nice little fun holiday tournament for everybody. So it's going to be xCloud, the previous winners of the organization tournaments, playing Fire Kings against Turn 1 Ovion. So let's...
Yeah, I can't imagine a worse matchup for him. He goes XO in Swiss. You're supposed to get paired against the person who does the worst. Like first plays 8th and second plays 7th.
Yeah.
And it ends up he has to play his worst matchup right off the...
Yeah.
Can I get a mouse?
The guy who did the worst, and we get the guy who did the best. Or his worst matchup.
So it would appear that our friend Ghost Trick Spectre has to run and get a mouse. So we're going to be talking about the matchups here a little bit. So what can you talk about a little bit of xCloud's playstyle that you guys have noticed so far?
I can tell.
Go on, Dan.
His playstyle is that he deliberately lets you overextend a lot. And, well, what the hell's happening in the chat here? Can I go get a mouse? My trackpad is gay. Alright, yeah, and then they've got a judge involved, so that's okay. But, he deliberately lets you fill the field with cards because he's running Fire Kings. And people know he's running Fire Kings, so they play extremely cautious. And he makes it look like he misplays, and waits for you to go into a Scarecrow, and then gets back at you off of like a Barong search with Onslaught or Rekindling.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he'll let you extend, and then he'll either wipe your monsters or your whole field with Excite and Ignite.
So that's pretty much what he did earlier with the Utopia replay that we all witnessed.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave one monster, and he'll leave like a Yaksha on the board with one back row set, and just leave himself totally vulnerable to Blader. So that the person can play Blader, and he'll circle the Yaksha to bring up Garunix, and then use the Yaksha to pop the Garunix off the board so he can't get Blader, and then Garunix will come back and kill the Blader.
Yeah. Very, 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 very good player from what we've seen so far. And he's leading Key Beetle. Interesting choice for this matchup.
Okay. So xCloud's hand right now is Torrential Tribute, Circle of the Fire Kings, 2 MSTs, and Garunix. So that's...
What a strong opener here.
And he didn't use the Key Beetle to protect Kaiser, so he's got Safe Zone set.
Yeah.
Let's have safe
zone. The Safe Zone is the one right behind the Key Beetle.
So xCloud's gonna have to play really passively right now with the Key Beetle on the board.
Alright, so...
Yep, set 5.
He's got a TT set, Circle of the Fire Kings, 2 MSTs, and a Garunix in his hand. His 5th set. That'll be on the Kaiser.
And there goes the Kaiser. 1 MST down. This is going to be a very long matchup, guys.
Just draws and passes. Yeah, he's got... Despite not getting Opion to turn 1, he needs like a bad draw. He needs like Yaksha really bad now.
Yeah, something like that.
He has some options. Like I can think of a couple ideas for him. Like there's Yaksha there.
There it is right there. Yep.
That Yaksha came up a lot earlier than I'd anticipated it would.
Like he can go into Tiger King, the Fire Fist.
Well,
he's gonna have to. He might have to burn Torrential.
He's not gonna burn it until after the normal summon. He wants to banish. Yeah. He's gonna want the banish first.
Exactly. He's gonna want it to be banished.
So he's got Circle.
But
he's gonna want him to banish the first one because it's gonna in case he has the trap card. I mean, he does still have MST though.
Yeah, he's got MST, he's got Circle, he's got Torrential, he's got Garunix in his hand that Yaksha will pop. He's waiting for the banish and then the summon. Oh no, he's not gonna.
Oh, he's actually gonna use the Torrential already.
I think he's reading the trap card, and so he's gonna try and chain MST to it.
does.
Yep, that's a good read.
Here comes the MST.
Yeah.
He's gonna return it first. He's gonna have him return Cercion first.
Very, very, very intense game here.
Yeah.
DNM.
Oh, generation
Oh,
shift.
okay.
Ooh.
He's just
That's what he drew then on his first turn.
so he'll pop the Yaksha, and that'll search his deck for a Yaksha, let him summon it, and destroy the Garunix in his hand.
That's a really, really powerful chain.
Generation Shift is the best card in the deck. It's the Ravine, the Tower. It's just a ridiculously good card.
This chain might be going further.
Well, no, I see him returning the carry and then getting MST'd.
Ghost Trick Spectre actually brings up a good point. Can it be destroyed if it's not on the field?
No.
No, it
No, of course
cannot. We might actually be reading a double torrential play here.
If the Yaksha gets taken control of, it also won't be destroyed. If he activates like enemy controller, tributes Kirk to take Yaksha, it won't be destroyed anymore.
See a second see a second torrential and then chain the effective infection.
Yeah, the infection actually has not used its...
This has 9 back row involved, so there can be a lot of...
Exactly, yeah, this could be a really long chain.
Longest chain I've seen in the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!
I've seen,
Judge, they're stalling for time.
yeah, I did. Where'd Earl go? Let me look in the Watership chat. Come on, kick his ass.
If I compulse it, does it get destroyed in your hand? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, we're not allowed to tell him that, though, because he said
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, xCloud said. And we have confirmation on a really big chain.
It's only chaining 4.
And we're 5.
Well, now he can... Ooh,
He can still use the circle on it, but there's nothing in his graveyard. Oh, he can't use the circle. I'm thinking Generation Shift again. Generation Shift doesn't have the second half of it. Like, say you have your third Garunix on the board and 2 in the graveyard, you can still Generation Shift the third Garunix without adding anything.
Okay.
And there is the Garunic, or the Yaksha again.
Of course. And then that's going to destroy the Garunix.
This will let him bring back Garunix next standby phase. Key Beetle obviously will survive, but he can circle the Garunix for Yaksha, normal summon at level 4, and make Tiger King to get out of the Key Beetle lock.
Yeah. Because he's going to put the Key Beetle to defense.
What?
What's he on? Ooh.
That is devastating.
That means he can go Arc Knight here. That wouldn't be...
Arc Knight wouldn't help. He can still chain the circle.
That's true. Well, he doesn't know he has Circle, though. He doesn't know he has Circle. So I'm saying Arc Knight would be the most obvious play to make, but I don't... He's not running Arc Knight, though, is he?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, his hand is 2 Garunixes. Or no, sorry, a second Garunix.
Oh,
Scarecrow and a Rekindling.
that's actually a game-breaking Maestroke.
Maestroke? No, it's not that bad. He still has the Circle.
Yes.
He's got Scarecrow and Rekindling, so he's got his...
The thing about it, if he books this, then if he flips that, it's going to come back.
Now he gets the Mystic Tomato
He
effect.
he gets the Mystic Tomato effect right now.
Which is what he's wanted.
And he has the other Garunix in his hand, so
Yes.
He's gonna pop it here.
Both die. Oh, he safe zones Maestro.
That's interesting.
Wow, this is
Really heavy field.
that is dedication.
Garunix comes back. Both monsters survive. Heavy Storm to 2.
Heavy Storm to 2.
Oh, God, fuck Heavy Storm.
And he's burned both MSCs now? Yeah, because he did one on Kaiser.
Yeah.
Oh, he has the Rekindling.
Yeah, that's going to be for the 2 Yakshas to giant Tiger King.
He's going to go for the Tiger, exactly. He's going to go for the Tiger King here.
And that'll also search for Wolfheart.
Which gets the tanky engine going. A warning here can make or break the situation.
He would more than likely have warning to Garunix just to keep it in the graveyard, because despite his field, he can actually get over it.
Yeah, it's not so much like, yeah, that's the thing. He's going to have to progress the game at some point, Spectre is. So he's going to have to be able to get damage in somehow. And with Garunix on the field, like, constantly, he's never going to actually get over it.
And
I don't think he has the warning. And
yeah. It's unfortunate that he has to detach first, because if he could summon Wolfbark first and then bring something back, he could have overlaid the Crazy Box, and then Tiger King would defeat his skull and it could attack. Instead, he'll be able to make his own number 101. But both those guys have safe zones, so 101 won't really help.
yeah, 101. Another Tiger King could be an option, correct?
he could technically... Could he not technically Diamond Dyer, hit Tiger King, and hit the safe zone?
In theory, yeah, but then the safe zone...
I think that's like the best play, though.
Yep. He's got a couple options. He can't Excite Knight because he's got 7 to 6.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he could Diamond Dyer the Tiger King to hit this Key Beetle, but like I said, I don't think that's really the best play here. He has a few options, like you said.
Key Beetle is being negated, so it can't save itself either, which is a big thing.
The thing is, once he breaks this, though, it's pretty much game over for Spectre.
Yeah, well, that's the problem with Evilswarms. They do one of two things. They're either the one-trick pony or protect the castle.
Exactly.
The problem with this particular Protect the Castle deck is that its win condition is 50 damage. Evilswarms are one of the worst decks you'll ever see, but they use Ophion to make every other deck as bad as they are, and then win all the trade-offs by 50, like 1950 over 1900.
Exactly.
That is true.
Like, their numbers are so relevant because, like, a lot of their monsters are 1950 and, you know, 2550. Stuff like that. Even, like, 1550 with Mandragora. Ooh, okay.
So you're gonna Chain Circle. No. Well, Mirror Force will still trigger Garunix, but not long enough. So I know he has Scarecrow in his hand.
That force.
He could circle something back in defense mode.
That is true.
If he has a monster in his graveyard, I don't think he actually does.
I believe everything's up right now. Because he only had 2 Yakshas when he rekindled.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Ghost Trick Spectre's set is Pandemic, so there's not really much he can do here.
Now kill Yaksha and kill another card in his hand.
Yaksha kills a card out of his hand, yep.
Or the field.
Or the Garunix, yeah, if he has to.
He could kill the Garunix to avoid Blader, but what the hell can the Evilswarms do with Blader on the field, realistically?
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna just flip it. He doesn't have anything in his hand to kill. Alright, well, he made him waste the Maestro. Not that it's as
I'm actually
relevant.
surprised he didn't attack with the Mace Stroke first.
I mean, it's the same outcome.
Oh, he wants in defense mode.
His last card in hand is Dress, or the card he just said is actually Forbidden Dress. So
That actually might become relevant.
it's somewhat relevant if he has another Garunix, I guess. But other than that, not so much. It's just all about can xCloud break his field at this point.
Oh, we've actually seen a misplay here. The Mace Stroke couldn't actually trigger.
How long does second last?
Yep.
End of your opponent's turn. Oh, I wish I had known that.
Because of Tiger King. I didn't even think about that.
No.
I did not know it was Shockmaster length. That's cool. I've used Tiger King and I didn't even know that.
Reconstructing game state here.
It's okay.
Yep.
They'll get it.
It's not a hard rewind.
I mean, Dress basically, xCloud is calling for an admin.
No.
Okay, he's just gonna let him reconstruct the material here.
Alright, cool.
So, the misplay has fixed
he puts
itself.
the draw back and redraws because he has an option to draw the Brong.
Alright, game state has been fixed.
Yep, okay. He's keeping the Maestro in defense mode, yeah.
So the set cards are Pandemic, Dress, and Circle of the Fire
Pandemic
King.
Dress, yeah, and then Circle is set on xCloud's field.
And he's got Scarecrow and 2 unknowns in hand.
I'm curious as to what the unknowns are.
I love having to type in the watcher's chat so I don't DC.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
I got. So he's got the Swift and a Barong. I already knew that too. What the fuck is this other card? He's probably got another Circle or like Onslaught, like a spell.
Yeah, Onslaught would make sense.
I think it's another Circle.
So let's see here. Okay, he can get Wolfbark with the fire circle.
He's gonna go for Tiger King again.
Exactly. He has to.
Construct the overlay network.
I'm confused why he attacked.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
That's really good.
He's still protecting safe zone.
Well, yeah, but it leaves him with just Key Beetle and Safe Zone. So I guess I can understand it.
He can dress the Mace Stroke and force the Mace Stroke to be protected as well, can't he?
Exactly. Correct.
So...
Actually, no, he can't. Because Safe Zone prevents him from being targeted, correct?
I think it's only by your opponent.
only by your opponent.
Yep, it's only by your opponent, so he can actually dress the Mace Stroke.
Yes, and everything will be protected.
He'll just lose all his back row, which...
Key Beetle will already be protected. Like, the safe zone...
The Safe Zone won't be destroyed.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, the safe zone will be forced to stay on the board anyway.
Now, something I wasn't thinking of, he could possibly have something like Rekindling in his hand still.
No, he's got Circle, Swift, and Barong.
One of those safe, both those safe zones have to stay because it's illegal game state at this point. You can't do that.
You mean?
They can't be destroyed by your opponent no matter what.
Oh, only one safe zone stays.
Oh, okay. One.
Yep, one of them. The other one doesn't.
Yes. The one safe zone will stay because of the beetle. It's actually a really interesting play so far.
He was probably still thinking he was onto a Tiger King for whatever reason.
One of you guys knows Ghost Trick Spectre, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know him.
He's got it.
Alright. There we go.
And the Mace Stroke was dressed. Yep.
Okay, well, it gets a slight attack boost or something from Dress, doesn't it? That doesn't
It
matter.
reduces its attack by 600, but its defense remains the same.
So it's not really too relevant.
Alright, so what do you do with the normal summon of Barong and a circle of the fire gates? You set the circle and end.
You just set circle and ends, yeah.
And here comes Garunix again.
Yeah, there's Garunix, so that makes my stroke kind of... I mean, he's slowly breaking down his field. It's not going to last much longer if it keeps going like this.
Also,
let's see.
Well, the tempo is an X-Cloud's part now.
He has
X-Cloud's
circle
now
and Baron,
blocking.
so he gets Tiger King again, correct?
He may. I'm pretty sure he runs 2. His extra deck
second circle
15 cards. He's got a 15 card extra deck, but he's only got like 8 different things in it. Like he's got 2 Exciton Knights, 2 Tiger Kings, 2 Dire Wolves, 2
Well, the
Abyss
thing is, like, a lot of that's... Well, I mean, Tiger Kings and Exciton, especially Exciton Knight, is really crucial for this deck.
Well, there's also not that much you really need.
Yeah,
Most
exactly.
stuff, you're not going to make what's his face? You're not going to make Gem Knight Pearl only to have your board wiped, especially since in this deck, what's his name? Fujinte Kagasuchi with Tenki is 2600 minimum.
Exactly, yep.
And it's a Mice Stroke and Gem Knight Pearl at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
which is something that this deck actually needed. Like, the general, like, cards this deck has been gaining over time has actually been...
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually very...
Oh, wow. Kaiser Coliseum.
And once again, that misclick. That Kaiser Coliseum might actually force this to be soul rolled even harder.
It's quite possible, but we'll see.
X-Cloud Open was tremendously bad, and Jeffries couldn't have been any better. And here we are, still somehow
Do you have any idea how much time is left for this round?
For the feature, I don't put a time limit on it. For
Yeah,
everybody,
we're not going to time the feature match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And first blood has been drawn.
Oh, yeah. 200 life.
And there goes Key Beetle back to defense mode.
So what are X-Cloud's outs at this point? Tenki's a good one.
He's got a few.
Tenki was definitely... It definitely helps. Of course, he has MST. Wow, that's cool.
That MST.
He's got King of the Feral Imps, but he can't make it.
Yeah, he's got one... Let's see, he has a Tiger King... No, what a Tiger... Yeah, he still has a Tiger King in his extra. King of the Feral Imps. He has,
Do you actually know what his deck list is?
No, I don't know his full deck list, no.
He's got 3 Fiendish Chains, but he
I just know what's previous from the last rounds.
Yeah.
Does he main... I'm assuming he mains 3 MST, right?
Yes, he's got a 3rd MST in
Yeah,
his
so
main
he has
deck.
one left in his deck. So that's good.
He'll need that for the Kaiser, because he needs his extra deck to get at the Key Beetle.
Main deck Kaiser Coliseum has actually been like really popular. I've seen this format.
Upstart into upstart.
Siding 3 Skill Drains as well, X-File.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Yeah. And he does have a 2nd Tiger King in his extra. I'm looking at it now. He's got 2 Exciting Knight, 2 Tiger King, 2 Kagasuchi, 2 Dweller, Direwolf, Cowboy, Pearl, Utopia. I don't know why.
Damage step.
Yeah, but see, and I know he's running Utopia Ray as well, because he actually won a game off of it.
Yeah. He's got Utopia and Ray and 101.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, he has to do what MST and Wolfbrook to combo up to some degree.
Well, I mean, he needs... There's various outs, but yeah, he does need to remove Kaiser Coliseum from the board before he can do anything else.
The thing is, so does Jeffrey.
Exactly. They're just going to sit here.
But Jeffrey's got more life and more cards in deck.
Yeah, now he has more life after the upstart, yep.
And there's no real way for this deck to OTK. I assume how many circles have been used already? 1 or 2?
2 of them have been used.
Generation Shift can be used as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he's using that to blind MST.
Ooh. I don't really agree with that, but I mean, it works for some people, I guess.
Well, one of the many Fiendish Chains is gone now.
Okay, there goes a Mandragora. Let's see here.
What is he trying to do with the Mandragora?
Thank you. Now, if he can stop this right here.
Oh!
Okay. Now, if he can Fiendish Chain right here, he can actually do something. But I don't think he has a second.
That on Kaiser is a scoop.
Yeah. Okay, he's targeting the set card. That must be another safe zone.
His third safe zone.
Okay, he's using the scapegoat to mark the one that he's
yeah,
choosing.
Yeah, scapegoat's marking the one, so he knows exactly which back row it is.
So basically, if he gets it back to the next turn and locks down the Kaiser, it's GG.
Oh, he has Generation Shift. Okay. That allows him to actually go into, Oh, what's he chaining here? Okay, yeah, it's the safe zone. Alright, Generation Shift allows him to go into 2 level 4s.
Curious why he did that. I guess to thin his deck a bit, try and draw something, but the fuck's he hoping to draw? I just don't understand.
I'm not sure.
It's still MST the Kaiser, I guess.
That is true.
The thing at this point, though, is he can't get into that Tiger King. I mean, he has to get the MST at this point.
The problem is, even with Tiger King, the safe zones are protecting the beats.
Yeah, what is Tiger King going to do for him here? That's the thing. He can't get rid of both safe zones now. We'll see.
And that's the last circle, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That is correct, I believe.
There's a Kaiser. Oh, he's got... Yeah, duh. I'm so used to Bujins. He can overlay for Exciting Night number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 8. No, he can't 7.
Tiger King and Diamond Eye are the only real options there.
The problem is he
Diamond
can't
Eye is
make
not even really
Diamond
an
Eye.
option.
Yeah.
He has to. I mean, it's his best thing, but it's...
Ooh.
We'll see.
He still has his normal left, correct?
Yeah, but I don't think he has a Wolfpark in hand. I mean, he very well may, actually.
I would say in this point in the game, it's a very, very, very safe bet. This has actually been a really intense game 1.
Onslaught, okay.
Unfortunately, Spectre's out of important things.
Well, that's the thing. Spectre's not gonna, I mean, he's obviously not gonna win this game by attacking. Like, he's gonna have to just sit here and wait at this point. Because he's really out of outs for, Karunix.
Still, with 21 cards in deck, he's still got 11 turns. He's going to have to sit here.
Exactly. More or less. Still has another upstart in deck. The
No, we've been through all 3 upstarts.
Have we?
Yeah, he upstarted into upstart, and then he played an upstart.
Yeah, okay, yep, it's a third upstart because he's at 10,800.
Now the Garunix will recur.
I'm guessing it's the wrong set. Yep.
Just a vast amount of Garunix here. So he's basically started the deadly Garunix loop.
Yeah, basically. Garunix will come back on his next standby phase, popping this one. And it'll just repeat.
And now the Kaiser has been locked.
Yes.
At this point in time, there's really nothing xCloud can do. I mean, he's out of circles now.
I'm not sure. I don't know his exact deck list, but I'm not sure if there's really anything he can do.
Here comes the Brong to load up the Onslaught. Getting the knowledge of what's left in his deck now is very crucial.
Has he burned his last MST?
I do not think so, but the thing is, at this point now, the other Grunix can no longer come back because of the Kaiser Coliseum.
Yes, but here's the thing. He still does technically have an out.
Alright,
well,
xCloud scooped came.
My only thought was maybe his only other out would have been to be able to go Tiger King and then after that make Exciton Knight. But I'm not sure if he'd be able to actually do that.
That is true. Give me 1 sec, we're going to break this up.
Worst matchup.
We are absolutely in sighting mode right now. But yeah, you do bring up a good point that this is Spectre's really good matchup for him.
Yeah. It's a really good matchup for Ghost Trick Spectre. And xCloud didn't open the best last game either.
I will be back in a second. We will still continue to maintain this as the chat goes on.
Alright. Alright, so we're starting off game 2 with xCloud going first. I know Ghost Trick Spectre opened Thunderbird, Mirror Force, Bottomless, Safe Zone, and Mandragora. So he opened rather strong again. The caster is actually what he drew off of his first draw. So depending on his back row, we'll see what happens here.
So looking at this matchup, Skill Drain is actually going to be very devastating, correct?
Exactly. Yes, he is. I'm sure he's citing in 3 skill drains. Not sure exactly what else he has in his side deck, but we'll see here. Yeah, I know he's citing 3 skill drains from game 1, and I know he's gonna obviously put all 3 of them in. Ghost Trick Spectre actually opened Thunderbird, Mirror Force, Bottomless, Safe Zone, Mandragora, and Caster. So he has a very strong opening.
Overall, looking at this, if I recall right, I do believe that xCloud does do Decree. Don't quote me on that.
xCloud with Decree?
Do you know what is in his side deck for this matchup?
He doesn't have Decree.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's citing Decree.
His hand right now is Barong, Yaksha, Garunix, and Ferret. He cited in the Ferret.
Oh, he did cite in the Fire card, okay. Now see, I don't know about Ophion here.
This Ophion, depending on what... Do you have any idea what his back row is?
macro. What would it be? We're about to find out right now. Be circle this early. Set onslaught. Generation shifts the only chainable one. Might be Dust Tornado. He's waiting for the end phase move.
It depends what he does if the Yaksha.
Well, I assume he doesn't want. Well, he's Ferret, right?
I'm
Ferret
sure.
was destroyed.
Of course.
So you Ferret the Okeon.
Correct. So now Ferret will try. Yeah, exactly.
That's actually a really cool trick.
Now, yeah, what's also really cool is that the OCG's been citing Ferret and Onslaught for quite a while, and this deck can just run it naturally. And it's just a really good counter towards Evilswarms. Now, this would be okay. We'll figure out what his back row is here. I'm sure. I could see it being like a circle or something like that.
We do know Jeffrey's got a very strong opening right now, Mr. Spectre.
Like Near Force and Bottomless. It's pretty evil.
Yeah, and Safe Zone as well. Yeah, he opened rather well.
But wrong. Doesn't use Bottomless on Baron. He's waiting for Garunix.
Okay.
So we're just gonna watch a nice slow roll of 18s here.
Yep.
Generation.
Generation shift. There we go.
That'll search his deck and summon another Barong that can also attack for 1800.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Search spell.
Be able to search and summon another Barong here. And that's the thing. That's the other thing with this deck that we haven't pointed out yet is that with Generation Shift and Circle, you get a lot of extra attacks in that you normally wouldn't.
Generation Shift is actually very, very good. Like,
Exactly.
I assume that is the circle now.
If he has it, yes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because here comes Barong searching Garunix, and okay, no, that wasn't the circle then.
It still could be the circle.
Yeah, actually, it still could. You're right.
So Cesario won over Keke Goes Rar, and Twisted won over Oh My God Flying TVs.
Alright.
So Keke Goes Rar and Oh My God Flying TVs each win a pack of Shadow Specters.
Congrats to them.
Congrats to them.
Don't know what's going on with Majin Vegeta versus this guy, but loser of those will also get a Shadow Specters pack. Mirror Force into Garunix and a Search.
But it clears the board for the time being, and it forces him to start doing Garunix and things.
Well, he's gonna bottomless to Garunix.
Well, yeah, exactly. He's gonna try and force Bottomless with Garunix here.
And it's just gonna
I just
circle.
don't know if that was really the right time to use Mirror Force, but we'll see.
So here's Bottomless, Chain, Circle.
Oh, he actually let it go.
He must be like really paranoid about Exciting Night or something.
I'm not sure.
The lack of the monsters that Spectre's like been drawing recently, they're hurting very much.
I'm sure he still has a Mandragora in hand, I know that much. And he has, what, Mirror Force Bottomless set? Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna start moving here.
And Safe Zone as well. So he must have drawn a monster.
Yeah, he's got Bottomless set to the left of his Mandragora and Safe Zone to the right.
Yep.
He probably has the Infection Trap, the Continuous Trap one. I don't know if he did, he would swap it for Kirk right now.
Oh, what's up, Kitos?
Yeah, Kitos is amazing. He's got the he can dodge skill drain by attributing himself, but he also doesn't stay to the graveyard, so he can also take out like Macrocosmos.
Exactly. Because it just has
There's
to
another
tribute.
card
Doesn't have to go
called
to the grave.
Deep Sweeper. It does the same thing, but it's significantly weaker and not a dark.
And we begin the cool kids tricks.
So we went from double Key Beetle to double Ophion in one switch, and there's safe skill drain.
And there is the end of the match.
Pandemic, okay. He must have a way to remove the Garunix this turn, I guess.
Even if he does, the Pandemic will wear
Yeah,
off.
it still wouldn't matter, exactly. We wore off at the end phase, you're right.
Oh, he wants the trap to start
What's
spamming.
the search? Okay. Because he doesn't have a chance otherwise.
So Spectre's in a bad position now.
Very bad, yeah. And, well, I mean, he does still have bottomless, so I guess there is that. He's gonna save zone the Ophion, obviously.
50 damage.
But he will be taking damage. Exactly.
I wonder what kind of response Cloud could actually have to this right now. MST?
He does have, well, no, he does have the circle.
Oh, yes.
So he could have a rank 4 play he's trying to make here. I'm not sure. Oh, he does have MST, okay.
Ooh.
Eradicator. Calling traps, of course. I don't know if I would have called traps. Knowing he has 2 spells, I don't know if I would have called traps.
Well, he needs the skill drain out of the way.
Well, yes, but isn't this very close to... Yeah, okay. So he takes 27. Does he have a second Garunix in the grave?
It doesn't matter. He can bring back any fire. It's only 1200 damage.
Yeah, it's true. It's only 1200 damage. He's going to have the bottomless here.
Yeah, this is going to force bottomless.
Exactly. And then he's going to...
Garunix is still going to come back.
Exactly. I don't see Ghost Trick Spectre winning this under any circumstance. Yep, there's the bottomless.
Brown has to hit the graveyard. No, it doesn't. No, wait, yeah, it does. They don't have to hit the graveyard for the summon from hand.
And that was a bad top. Alright, we're entering game 3 now.
He drew Kage.
That was a nice showing for Fire Kings that game with the skill drain BS that deck can actually achieve.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the deck functioned the way it was supposed to, really. Under that circumstance. They both opened rather well.
Spectre does get a really strong showing for this game, though. The ability for him to open up first.
The ability to lead with Evilswarms is definitely
going to make or break this match.
Interesting fact. xCloud has not gone first a single game this entire tournament. And he's XO. It's the first any rounds.
Do either of you guys object to me adding anyone to the call for commentary?
We'll add more people for the next round.
I want to have someone for game 3.
Alright, go for it then.
Yeah, go for it.
He's going to hop on Skype. He's a member of my website and a very good player. He just finished writing an article. He's a Duelist Grounds admin and one of the best players in Canada.
Jason Greffermeyer?
No, Jason Greffermeyer is...
Oh, so he actually opened up very strong here. We have Ophion leading the way.
Well, yeah, he's opened similar all 3 games, really.
It would have been nice if he would have actually gotten a rabbit for once.
Not for the sake of commentary.
True.
We'll see.
Ophion double back row. There's a very strong chance that's a ferret. Or a Yaksha.
Very strong opening, especially if one of those is safe zone.
If it's safe zone, this is going to get really bad really fast. Ooh.
Dweller. That's actually pretty good. I'm guessing that's a Yaksha or Barong set. I doubt
that is actually very devastating.
It's Yaksha, yeah.
After such a strong performance, too. No losses, and then we go to single elimination and lose one time. It's so unfortunate. There's that Dust Tornado.
Dimensional prison.
Earlier chaining Dust Tornado to Mind Crush.
Yep.
That was amazing.
You guys want to review that with our viewers so they can get...
Yeah, actually, the interaction was his opponent flipped Mind Crush, calling the Onslaught in his hand, and he chained Dust Tornado to hit a back row, and then set the Onslaught, making his opponent discard a card.
Spectre actually has to stop this.
Yeah, this actually hurts him quite a bit.
If he loses that Dweller, his... So I assume he's gonna kick it and draw phase. Ooh. That hurts.
Who's the host of this call? You, Rob, right?
I am correct.
Can you add the other guy in the chat, please? Like, he's in the can't see a reason why it wouldn't work if you both have him as a contact. So.
Alright. Resuming game here. The Barong actually got over the Dweller, which actually really hurts. Yeah. Double Barong, there's not much. Ooh.
First pops.
Ooh. I wonder if he plays the second Dweller. If not, then I can see him going Key Beetle here.
He's got a very strong push for game, though.
That's not game, though, is it?
It's not, but it's a very strong push.
Yeah, it's only 5,100 with Cowboy.
Yeah, he's restarting his computer and stuff. We'll just wait till top 4. Next card loses 150, and then a stupid amount. I hate 50 math. It's like, what, 4150?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to hurt.
Great boards. Cowboy! Cowboy!
It's not enough, unfortunately.
I know. But it's enough for pressure. Like, if he cowboys and then ends, Xcloud has to deal with Cowboy or he loses.
Exactly.
Opie on number 2, because why not?
He's just putting the icing on the cake now.
You're worth it. Also, Cowboy would make it so that he can't, like, end phase skill drain and then bring her in. And then that he's already got Ophion. You know? Like, I guess he wants to search for pandemics.
Yeah, I guess I can understand that, but still.
I would have gone Cowboy and stopped skill drain, because I mean, it's what cost him the last duel. And
the thing is, at this point, you have to remember he's already got one pandemic set. He's not too worried about skill drain. He's just trying to make sure that he's got very strong feasible monsters on the board.
See, the biggest thing is, though, if he burns for 800 now, he's, like, he can't skill drain at all for the rest of the game. Like, that's the thing. He had Fiendish Chain anyway, so really, nothing really happened here. He's just gonna end up searching Pandemic, obviously. So, like, in reality, all he got there was a,
Fiendish Chain active, and he got his back row out, which is very important.
Well, the thing is, now all he has is a chained Ophion, where it would have been a chained Cowboy in the other, instance. So, I mean, really, he didn't accomplish anything by going Ophion.
Fortunately, this is getting really messy.
Now, that someone brings up an interesting point. Yeah, he can still draw wolf bark. Exactly. Hmm. This will be interesting.
Shark Knight.
Yeah, he can 101. That's what I was thinking.
Or Exciting. No, he still can't. Wow.
He still can't exit on night because of Phoenix Chain. Well, even with Phoenix Chain, it's still the same number.
Yeah. No, it's 5 to 4.
It's 5 to 4.
No, I said even with the Phoenix Chain not being on the field, they'd have the same number.
Oh, correct.
I was saying, so it wouldn't have even mattered if Phoenix Chain was there or not. That's one thing Ghost Trick Spectre's like consistently been able to do is keep less cards than his opponent. And whether that's good or bad, I don't really know, but it's worked out for him. In the first game, at least.
Honestly, what can xCloud hope to achieve here? Yes, he can get the Tenki on the board.
He can negate both Ovions.
Well, yeah, this is correct.
Yeah, he can negate both Ophions.
And come back and kill both, too.
Exactly. If he can pull off Garunix here, he'd have to have something like Rekindling. Or like Rekindling and Circle, or something like that.
Can't he Circle Tiger King as well?
That's also true.
So, what did he search off the second Ophion? Another Pandemic, right?
Yes. There's one Pandemic and one Unknown back row.
Okay. Actually swings.
Yeah, he's trying to force his opponent to use a reactive back row.
No, he's swinging because he has Onslaught. Think about it. If he has Onslaught, both Ophions are negated. He can Onslaught Garunix and get it off next turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's going for here. See, and he's also putting himself like very low on life points, which opens him up for Utopia Ray plays later on if he really needs it. But
well, he did that. This is amusing. The Cowboy would have left him on 100.
Exactly.
Bottomless for game.
Well, no, Bottomless has already been used.
Yeah, Bottomless is...
You sure this is the same game?
Is this the same game? No, it's actually not. No, Bottomless hasn't been used. This is game 3.
Safe zone.
Ooh.
This is the other.
Yeah, but still.
Ooh. Wow. That is ridiculous.
Man.
Tough times are ahead, my dude.
One over again.
But he can MST safe zone. Like, this isn't key at all. You know it's Pandemic. Attack.
What?
What would you attack for the damage?
Well, all he needs is MST at the moment, Robbie.
Yes.
But yeah, he can just swing for damage. He knows it's Pandemic set. He could have done that last turn as well.
He's got a long road to climb, though.
Well, obviously, he can just turn to defense mode at any time, but...
2 top deck Kaisers in a row.
Spectre has to draw something, essentially. Yeah, he's just waiting to draw something.
The Ophion dies, and Kaiser does nothing. Kaiser, you have to have a monster on the field for Kaiser to do anything. So it'll open up the floodgates for rekindling.
He can't... Ghost Trick Spectre can't really do anything with his own Kaisers on the board, because... really, he's opening his opponent up to more plays than... is like, see, even though he's going to make a play here...
Normal again. Overlay Cowboy. Kill me this turn and lose.
Well, he'll be able to kill the Cowboy is the thing. He's gonna go for Maestro.
Switch Ophion back to attack mode.
Yep. He would need a Fiendish Chain or something like that.
Circle.
He can't even skill drain now, is the thing.
Yep.
A circle would have been good.
This is bad.
Wait, what is going on right now?
He's going for the Mace Stroke that way because if he brings out Varong or anything like that off of that.
Yeah, I can understand that. He needs something like a Rekindling now.
I haven't seen him toss a Scarecrow in 2 rounds.
Yeah.
He's got 3 Wabakoos and 3 Scarecrows. Like, where are they all? Where's all his defense?
Yeah, especially since round 1 we were that far along in the deck.
I'm probably gonna time out. I should probably.
Yeah, I'm following. So here.
Sacred Phoenix of Nemesis. He used to side that and Earthbound Immortal Karua.
Kukario,
and
Lizard Man.
yeah, he actually pops it in hand for Black Rose Dragon.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And it's a reptile, so you can search it off of King of the Fairlands. So he can like normal Wolfbark and make King of the Fairlands detach to search the thing. Then attack and onslaught for Yaksha to get an entire board nuke off. I guess he's taking that out after he's got an Exciting Knight. You can do the same thing just as often.
Have we even seen any circles this game except for like one? Brunix can't come back because of Ophion.
Yeah. That actually...
Currently, the only thing that's left back there on Spectre's field is...
He needs... Okay, if he had something like Rekindling with Circle of the Fire Kings, he could get out of this, correct?
Well, he can normal summon Wolfbark and go into Exciton Knight.
Well, he has more cards.
6, 2, 2, 5. Yeah, he does.
But if he had something like Rekindling and then like Circle to like pop one and get one back just to burn an extra card out of his hand, he'd be able to actually make it. Let's see here. This would work.
What's he... just Onslaught?
Yeah, Onslaught for a level 4.
Or
I'm sure.
well, it can get anything. It can get Bear and Fire Fist.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, it could even get Fire Fist Bear.
So far, I haven't even seen Bear all day.
Like, I ran Onslaught to get, what's his name? The leopard guy that you just tribute and set tanky. So Onslaught just is foolish for, or Rhoda for tanky. It's a tanky for tanky.
That is true.
Purely metaphorical.
There we go, see? If he has a normal summonable level 4 now.
He searched for a Wolfbark off of tanky.
Yep.
Yep.
He hasn't even normal summoned. And he can Exciton Knight now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Circle goes to the graveyard. Now it's even.
Yep, it's even, exactly. But with the normal summon.
1 day of peace! Exciton Knight plays 1 day anyway. Your opponent can't take any damage. 1 day of peace is a -1. It gives them an extra card.
Why Pearl?
Because it can get over Ophion. He knows it's Pandemic set. And now there's nothing he can do. At the same time, though, he could have gone Kagasuchi and it would have been 26, and it would still have the same effect as Maestroke.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not quite sure why he didn't do that. I guess because of the mill. He doesn't want to mill his MSTs.
Yeah, I believe so.
I could possibly see it that way.
So what Spectre needs now is just a Karikion and an MST, and it's pretty much over.
Yeah. But then again, on the other side, if he has an MST, that really shifts the game as well, because that means he won't have Kaiser.
Asked him why he didn't make a Kaguya. He said he's afraid he'd mill his Dust Tornadoes.
Exactly. Yeah, I figured as much. Because once Zone is popped, Kaiser's no longer in effect, and his only set is Pandemic. He has a good chance of just winning.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, it's not the worst thing that could happen, but it's definitely not the best.
That Ophion still can't attack directly.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, it can.
It can, Pandemic.
Ooh. Does he get it?
But so Scarecrow. Remember, he does run 3, so Scarecrow. We'll see here.
Let's see if he actually gets it. Ooh.
There we go. This is getting interesting now.
At least. But he's still under double Kaiser. He can only use one monster.
Yeah, but Mystical Space Typhoon, like I said, if he has Mystical Space Typhoon and Rekindling, this will get really interesting.
MST shifts the game in either favor.
Yeah.
The fact that both Evilswarm, O-Lantern, and Keldios have both made their appearance this game is very interesting.
I think his name's Ketos.
Ketos, yeah.
Oh, he did have the MST.
This set, yeah. I think he might have Rekindling now. This might be game. Oh, nope. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was about to say.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow, this is really good.
This is game 3, isn't it?
Yes, this is the end of the rainbow.
This is it.
Wow.
See, that's great. That kind of setup is just great.
Any final thoughts, guys?
I mean, overall, it was a really good match. Spectre played. I mean, I would say Spectre played a little unorthodox game 2, but like he held his bottomless a little long, and that might have changed something. But otherwise, it was a really good match.
As for you, Dan?
Rekindling 2-0.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. We're out.